So it's May, and it's that time of year again where everyone's graduating and Father's Day is coming up. This is going to be a gift guide of what I think, if you're looking to buy a watch for that special somebody, these are the watches that you must be looking at, and they're going to come in at very different price points. This way it will fit what you're looking to spend. What's going on, guys? My name is Anthony and this is Watch With Me, and as I said, we're going over graduation gifts and Father's Day gifts, and I'm going to bring you a few different watches that I think anyone would love. Before we get into that, of course, a wristwatch check, and like the last few videos, I keep wearing my Rolex Submariner. It's one of the greatest watches ever made, and this is turning me into a one watch only guy. I never thought that'd be possible, but you know what? I'm contemplating selling off my whole collection because of this one watch. But enough of my watch, let's get into the list. So when it comes to a graduation gift, you really want it to be something very important, because although this person might be a bit younger, you want them to hold on to this watch forever. And in order to do so, it needs to be a watch with real substance. And that has nothing to do with the dollar amount spent on the watch. That has more to do about the piece in particular and the heritage behind it. So first and foremost, we're going to be talking about Seiko. And the Seiko that I'm talking about is the SRP779. This is the piece that I actually just gave away from my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It is a fantastic watch. It holds history to the brand. It's very reliable. It's a fantastic movement, and it's a great price point at $500. This watch, even pre-owned, can be found around $300. It's a watch that will last forever, and whether they're graduating from high school or college, or you're giving it as a Father's Day gift, it's a watch for any watch guy. They're gonna wear it and love it, and it's gonna last forever. Next is a watch that I think is very important in watchmaking because it offers tremendous value for the dollar, and that's the Longines Bigeye. This watch comes in right around at $2,500 from a brand that is almost 200 years old. They hold watchmaking history, and their newer stuff that they're releasing, more so their re-releases and their vintage inspired pieces, are absolutely killing it. This piece in particular comes in at 41 millimeters. It is slightly thicker at just under 15 millimeters thick, but that is because it is a Value 7750 with a column wheel chronograph, a beautiful, reliable movement, but aesthetically beautiful. No date, very clean, pump pushers, a fantastic watch that, like I said, holds a lot of history. And when you're giving this watch to someone, this is a watch that I know someone would want to hold on to forever. It is at a slightly higher price point, but if you're in this particular bracket of price, it's a watch that you really need to be looking for. Whether you're going to be purchasing this watch to give it, or whether you're looking for a watch to ask for graduation. This is a fantastic watch. I really love what Longines is doing, and like I said, I think this watch is tremendously undervalued. In my opinion, on any other brand on the high-end segment, this watch should easily be $4,000. Next, we have the Omega Speedmaster. The one that I actually have video of is the Sapphire Sandwich. This has a beautiful sapphire crystal on the front and the back, so you can see that beautifully displayed movement. However, this watch does come in at $6,000. You don't have to go with the Sapphire edition. You can go with the Hesley version, which is true to the NASA used space watch. This watch, in my opinion, is one of the best watches under $10,000, and it comes in right in the middle of that. It's a watch that any watch collector would love to have, and most have had it in their collection at one time or another. It's a watch that you can walk into any room of collectors, and they will appreciate this watch and know that you know what you're doing when you're wearing this watch. I used to have one in the past, and I will definitely own one again in the future. In my opinion, like I just said, one of the best watches under $10,000 when it comes to history, not just watchmaking history. It holds a very important part of American history, and aesthetically at 42 millimeters, a manually wound chronograph movement with no date, beautiful. One of the best sport watches ever designed. I even came up with a video for best sport watches ever designed, and it is on my top 5. Link down below if you want to watch that video. But if you happen to be in this price segment of around $4,000 to $6,000, this is a watch that I think might be the best choice in terms of a gift. And it could be any gift. Obviously, we're talking about graduation gifts and Father's Day gifts, but this could be the perfect wedding watch as well. It wears well with a tuxedo, wears well with just a jeans and a t-shirt look. Fantastic watch, and I would say one of the greatest watches ever made. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the yellow gold Rolex Daytona. A very high price point, just over $36,000. But you know what? There are people in this price point that buy these watches for graduation gifts, and I know so because I've seen them purchased from my salespeople or even myself working in the industry for a graduation gift. This I would also consider one of the greatest sport watches ever made, mostly because one, it's Rolex and it's the most desirable brand in the world, but two, the dimensions of this watch are perfect. Just under 40 millimeters. It is advertised at 40 millimeters, but it is a slight touch under 40 millimeters. It has no date, so again, a very clean, symmetrical dial. And yellow gold is extremely underrated. When it comes to yellow gold, people tend to think it's a bit older, but I think yellow gold fits very well with Rolex. And although right now I'm gonna say yellow gold is not the most popular, perhaps rose gold would be, I would imagine in the future yellow gold is going to become very popular again. I think this is a watch that's very collectible, although the stainless steel pieces are a bit more hot now. Just remember, less than 1% of watches coming out of Switzerland are in precious metal, so the gold pieces are much more rare, and you can actually still find this piece in most of all Rolex dealers. They have it in the showcase, so you're not going to have to pay a premium for it. You'll get it at list. And you know what? Anyone getting this watch would be blown away. This is a holy grail watch to most, and I know that I personally love my Zenith movement version of it, but that's why I had to put it on the list. But you know what, guys? That is it. A shorter video, but it is May, and I'm starting to see a lot of clients looking for Father's Day gifts or graduation gifts, and obviously this list is based more towards men, but these watches can be worn by women as well, and they are fantastic watches. Do me a favor and leave a comment down below. Did you ever receive a watch for a graduation gift? Let me know what watch it was, and do you think that a watch is the greatest gift a guy could get? I would love to know your thoughts on it. But that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below and smash that like button if you like this video. It helps me know that you're enjoying the content, and it makes me feel much, much better. But that is it, guys. Until next time, take care.